Our opening day of the 31st anniversary season of the Newport International Polo Series, presented by Turkish Airlines. Today we welcome Colombia to Newport, and it's absolutely brilliant to have them. They're charming people. Do come and join us at prize giving at the end of the game and come and meet them. They're really worth it. This is the debut for Colombia. It's going to be our 36th country that has participated in our Newport International Polo Series. So when we do the national anthems, we'll be having the flag raising, and we've got a Rhode Island Senator, Sandra Cano, and Rhode Island Representative Karen Alcanze to do the flag raising. So thank you very much for coming and doing that. As you can see, the teams are lined up down by the Jumbotron end, as I call it. The other end of the field I call the grandstand, because there is a miniature stand, I should call it, the miniature stand. As you can see, the Colombians will be in yellow, the USA team basically in blue with white USA on them. And it's four-a-side, conveniently numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. The number 1 is the attacking player. The number 2 is the midfield attacker. The number 3 is generally the better player on the team, and he dictates the tempo direction of how his team is going, defensive or attack. And the number 4 is the defensive player. So you'll see the number 4 of one team marking the number 1 of the other team, the 2, the 3, the 3, the 2, and so on. In polo, you're allowed to bump each other off. You're allowed to hook each other's sticks, obviously within safety margins. But it's quite cool to imagine half ton of horseflesh galloping along at sort of 25 miles an hour, bumping into another guy, trying to push him off a ball. And of course, you're trying to hit the ball with a polo stick, which is 51 inches long, made of bamboo with a hard wooden head. And that little white ball, as I said earlier, is only sort of 3.5 inches in diameter. So nothing is easy for those guys out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. The main rule, I'll try and keep you up with the rules as we go along, but the main rule in polo is rule number 18. The team at the end with the most goals is the winner. And the other thing I'm going to do during today is we're going to ask the crowd at the prize giving to pick the most valuable player. We'll give you 2 choices from either team, and then we'll ask you to pick the MVP. So please, while the game's going on, decide between you guys who you think the MVP is. Our 2 umpires today are in the stripy shirts. Obviously they're mounted so they can keep up with the game. We have Patrick Quigley and Chris Fragameni. Thank you both for umpiring. So, gosh, let me introduce to you the absolutely adorable Colombians. And in the number 1 position is Amelia Forero. Amelia, fantastic to have you. She has won trophies in Argentina, so she is really good. In the number 2 position, her dad, Polo Forero. Polo, fantastic. His actual proper name is Leopold, but they call him Polo. It's just a coincidence. In the number 3 position is Polito Forero. Polito, fantastic. Watch out for him in that yellow helmet. He'll be all over the place. And at back, Jaime Bermudez. Jaime, thank you for coming. It's an honor for us to have you and welcome you here. Most of them play in Bogota, Colombia, so it's really cool to have them. And in the USA team, at the number 1 position, we know how he can fly, Roger Soto in the black helmet. In the number 2 position, our beloved president, that damn Keating. Number 3, Minnie Keating. She is going to be going. And at back, and a very solid at back, usually, Sam Clemens, riding that great pony of his, Snowbird. So, ladies and gentlemen, if we'd please be upstanding and face the flags, we're going to have the Colombian national anthem and have the flag raising. Thank you. It would seem I've tricked you all. Sorry about that. We're trying to find the Colombian national anthem. It was all lined up. As I said last weekend, we've only been doing this 30 years. We're still practicing. Sooner or later. If I could throw somebody under the bus apart from myself, I would. Got you again. Okay, here we go. Thank you very much, everybody. Apologies for the slow start. Right, now over here we're going to have the marketing director of Bentley Boston, Christine Scott. She is going to do the coin toss for us. She's been here and done it a couple of times, so we'll expect a huge toss. Thank you, Christine, for coming. Go check out those beautiful Bentleys, shining and gorgeous. Coming over the coin toss is Dan Keating and Polito, the two captains. Oh, fabulous toss. That really is. That's 10 out of 10, Christine. Thank you. And who is going to be picking? I think Dan Keating might have won, and it looks like he's pointing down towards the Jumbotron to decide which way to go. They might be vicious during the game, but they'll be friends and gentlemen afterwards. It's lovely that we can have boys and girls playing against each other in this sport. You'll be able to see on the Jumbotron the time. We're going to have 6 chukkers. That's periods of play. Each one lasts 7.5 minutes, and you can watch the 7.5 minutes count down and the score on the top of the Jumbotron. The clock will be stopped when the umpires blow a whistle for an infringement. And of course, just to confuse you even further, not knowing the rules, the teams will change ends after every goal scored. Not at half-time, not after each chukker, after each period, but after every goal scored, they're going to change ends. It does get confusing, so we're just waiting for Chris Fragomeni to throw the ball in. Looks like his horse is playing up a bit. There it goes, and the clock is away. And where is the ball? Columbia get the first touch on it, but Sam Clements gets the little ride off on the near side backhander. Dan Keating turning on it. Amelia there is there to mark her. Going back is Polo. Dan Keating getting a lovely under the neck shot towards the goal. Just running out wide. Those goal posts are 8 yards apart, so it's a fairly large goal area. So we'll have a hit in. The American team have to be 30 yards into the field of play to give the Colombians room to bring the ball into play. And bringing it in is Jaime. Jaime looking to get a pass away to Polito. Polito marked by Dan Keating. The ball's over the halfway line for Colombia though. Polito on the boards. It's a difficult shot. He's done really well under pressure from Keating. What a lovely under the neck shot on the near side of the pony. Very difficult to do. And Colombia quickly taking the ball up to the other end of the field. And now we'll have a hit in to Team USA. Sam Clements on the grey pony, Snowbird to take it. Now the Colombians don't bring their horses with them. They're riding borrowed ponies, lent to them by the Westchester Polo Club. Here comes Minnie Keating in the pink helmet, looking to find her dad. Her dad just taking out Polito. Minnie's got time and a bit of room, but Jaime's coming over to put pressure on her. She doesn't get the ball off the boards. Amelia turns brilliantly. Oh, look at this from Colombia, the number one. She is quick. Oh, just under the pressure from Sam Clements. Couldn't quite keep the move going. Roger going to try and pick up the ball. And that was a lovely example of what not to do in polo. It's called crossing the line. So that's the most common foul in polo. If you imagine the direction the ball is traveling creates its own main road. If you're traveling along that main road, exactly on the line, you have the right to the ball. If you come across like from a side road in front of somebody infringing their right of way, you know, like you would a crash in a car, the umpires are going to blow the whistle. It's all about the safety of the horses. Polo is probably the most dangerous sport in the world. There are more major injuries per hour in polo than any other sport. So we do have to try and keep the umpires going. Now we've got Colombia on the attack. Polito didn't quite get the touch he wanted, and now we've got Amelia on it. Amelia turning very well. She's riding Pepper, one of Dan's favorite horses. Very kind of Dan to lend it to her. Sam Clements cleaning up though. Sam doing well under the neck. Snowbird trying to get around Pepper. Pepper does better though. Ball's left there. Keating tries to pull up. Minnie Keating backing up farther. Minnie puts it in front of Dan Keating and invites him to carry on the attack. But Polito is there. Polito, oh, unlucky for Polito. He got the backhand, couldn't quite take it on. Roger again does his circle right in front of the Colombian, coming down the line of the ball. And Roger crosses the line. So we'll have another penalty. The umpires will probably put the ball down on the spot of the infringement. And Team USA has to be 30 yards back from the ball, again to give Colombia room to take the penalty. Looks like Jaime will be taking this on the grey pony. Jaime is riding Ella. Oh look, he opens his shoulders, he sees Polito unmarked. Polito trying to slip Dan Keating. Dan gets there just in time. Sam Clements trying to get control of the ball, didn't work out for him. Here's Amelia, oh, I thought she was going to get there. Minnie Keating, a lovely tail backhand by her, invites Sam Clements to attack it. Jaime gets the backhand first for Colombia. Polito, wow, great play by him, great control, looks at the goal, he unloads it at the goal, and the goal judge says just wide. And so a hit in to the home team. Goal judge puts the ball down on the line where it went over. It was that wide? No, I don't think so. Anyway, Sam Clements, he's going to hit the ball across the face of his own goal. Nobody can cross the line, remember, so he's got time to take the second shot. Now he unloads it up the field, looking for Roger Clements, he's number one. Jaime going with him, trying to hook his stick, does well. Now we got Polito. Oh, look at that tail backhand turning quickly. Amelia, this is anticipation from Colombia. Now we have Polo hooked by Minnie Keating. You could hear that. Dan Keating's got a little time, so he's going to try and turn it. He had no one to back to, so he used that time to turn it. Waiting for him is Jaime. Jaime going to mark him. Oh, look at that from Keating. Polito out the air with that ball. Keating gets there quickly. Has he got time to keep it in play? He's just trying to back it into play, but it's going to run over the back line, hit into Colombia. Just under 3 minutes, just under 3.5 minutes of this first chukker. Hardly had a breather. Where's the time gone already? Colombia now looking upfield. Jaime to bring it in. Jaime. Polito, everybody running in front of him. He unloads the ball up the field. It's still fairly damp, this field, from last night's rain, so that, oh, Polo picks it up out the air. Polo going for the under the next shot. Doesn't quite connect. Jaime tries to get it. Amelia is there. Amelia, look at that pass to her brother. It's on a plate. Minnie's going to try and get there. Oh, Polito, did he really just do that? He hooked Minnie Keating. He then got the shot. He's had to back it to keep it in play. Polo's going to try and get there. Keating gets hooked by him. Amelia's going to see if she can turn it. Minnie comes in. Well played, Minnie Keating. Good defensive play. And the Americans are on the attack again. Amelia going for the hook. There's nobody on Minnie. Minnie tries to send it to the middle to Roger. Bam! She's bammed out of it by Polito. And there is Amelia picking it up, going across the field, getting away from the danger zone. And again, she's got a great eye. Wow. Shut up. Honestly. Great eye, and she misses it. So there's Minnie Keating on the boards with Polito. Wow, we're looking at MVPs already. Look at this pass to Roger Soto. This is a really good chance for Roger. Oh, it bounced away from him. Polito is there again. Brings it way away from the danger area, and it just bounces over the boards. So Colombia put it out of play. Look at that gentleman saying sorry. He had no intention of doing that. So we'll get a hit in to the American team because it went over the boards by Colombia. Because it's inside the 60, the umpires will bring the ball back to the 60-yard line, and we'll get a hit to the USA from there. I don't know who'll be taking it. Looks like Sam Clements on that lovely grey snowbird. He'll just bring it slightly into play. Chris having a little... All right, now we're going to get the play going. Colombia 30 yards away from the ball. They're packing their goal mouth, trying to keep it protected. Sam sends one straight at the goal. Dan running down it fast. Polito meets it beautifully. Puts a little pass to his dad, Polo. Polo not on the fastest pony right now. He's having a bit of trouble there. He just gets it onto the boards. Remember, these are all borrowed ponies. They've never ridden these before. This is quite some Polo. Polito trying to get away. Dan Keating coming with him. They nail each other out. Keating got another swipe at it. What a great backhand by Keating. Sam Clements turns onto it quickly, but he's got pressure from Amelia. Minnie backing him up. Oh, look at that from Minnie Keating. Beautiful pass up the field. Jaime, though, being the defensive player. He's in position, gets the backhand. Amelia turning on it. Polito turns on it. He's going to pass the ball all the way up the field. Who's going to get onto this now? Dan Keating, Polo, Minnie Keating cuts it away. Sam Clements needs to get the backhand. He does. He cuts it to Minnie. Polito's got the line, though. Jaime curling forward for Polito's backhand. Polito, that's unfair on Polito. The horse ducked out on him, but he's still doing well. There comes the 30-second bell. That lets the players know they've got 30 seconds to play. Minnie has the goal at her mercy. Minnie Keating scores the opening goal of the 31st season. Not very ladylike to our visitors from Colombia, but my goodness, she split those posts beautifully. Well done, Minnie Keating. USA take the lead. And because the ball is dead within those last 30 seconds, the players will go off and change their ponies. Each pony is well capable of doing the 7.5 minutes. They're all extremely fit. If you imagine, they probably run a mile.